Hi, my name is Lilac, and this is Never Ending Ebas, where the Ebas never ends. I feel so insane doing this. Can I just say that this feels like I'm so used to talking to a webcam where people are usually there. At least one or two or three people are in the chat where I don't feel insane when I'm talking because now I'm just talking to a camera. I do this every now and then also, but it's on where I could like rewatch it immediately. This is a form where I cannot do that. I just have to just talk and let God do the rest. Anyways, hi, my name's Lilac. I haven't heard that name in a while. Not that no, I have heard that name in a while. I just haven't used that to introduce myself in a while. So, um, same Lilac, different platform. I used to stream, if that's the context you're looking for. Um, I used to stream on Twitch. I go by the name of Lilac there. Why do I make it sound like my name's secret? My name's not secret. I just use Lilac there kasi that's been my username there for forever. And I feel like a whole segment of the internet knows me as Lilac. I feel like to continue on the tradition of people knowing me as Lilac, I'll go by Lilac. Lilac is me. I am Lilac. So hi, my name is Lilac. This is Never Ending Ebas. But the Ebas never ends. Um, what else do I do to introduce myself? Hi, my name's Lilac. I'm 25. I'm a Gemini. I like a lot of things. I love music. Love music. If you scroll through any of my social medias, you'll probably find I'm always talking about things that I'm obsessed with. And I feel like that's what the birth of this is. Is that I do not have enough space to talk about these things. I do. It just I feel like I'm limited to certain formats when I'm talking about things that I like or things that I have opinions about. And I feel like this kind of format just like it never ends. There is no limit to a certain opinion, no matter how short or how long I decided I want it to be. But yeah, in certain places, I feel like I'm stuck to a 15-second like limit, 15 to 20, maybe a little longer than that sometimes. Sometimes it's just a sentence. I feel like a lot of the times whenever I'm saying stuff online, it's like I'm not gonna read all of that. So imagine this is just a audio visual version of what I imagine a Substack is. Because I feel like I don't want to type this out. I feel like I just want to say it out loud. Like let's let the thoughts keep going. I will edit it later. So it is like a Substack. But you're hearing me talk. You're hearing my intent. You're hearing my voice, which I feel like is important. I feel like just in general, I feel like things na I've already got lost so many times. I said I wanted the one part to be a self introduction. So we'll start with that. What else do I like? I have a really I have a special interest in photography. I love graphic design. I love visual art in general. May it be moving or static. So I love video editing sometimes. I just don't think it's sustainable for me to edit something always, but I feel like I love video editing in the right conditions. It's so vague. Was that vague? Was that too vague? I feel like I love video editing, but I do not have the mental and attention capacity to do video editing. Sakto lang. Depende. I have to like what I'm editing. Does that make sense? I'm starting to not make any sense anymore. Anyways, as I said earlier, this is episode. I didn't say that earlier. This is episode 0 of never ending ebas. So we're still getting ano ba tawag doon? We're still finding our footing on how we're formatting this, on how I'm talking to you like this. Because this has been the most like um uncropped I will be. At least in a set where I get to just like sit down and yap. So I'm still figuring out how I'm flowing this through because I'm doing this alone. I'm literally just me. Just mirror. No, it just it's just me here. It's just myself. It's just I doing all this. So there's nobody here to be like you're getting off track other than me. What was I saying? Anyways, this has been the longest format that I've been. This has been the most long format thing I have ever tried. So please bear with me. I have tried this multiple times. I've tried this a month ago. I've tried this like 2 months ago. I just couldn't find the right rhythm. I was freaking out every single time. I'm still freaking out now. You can see me freaking out a little. In a I'm running in like 100 kilometers per hour type of freak out. Not in a I don't know what to say, but more that I have ideas. I have what I have in mind to say in this, except they're not cohesive. So who the fuck will listen to this? What the fuck is wrong with you? Anyways, um, yeah. So that's. I feel like that was a really, really good self introduction. If you had to know anything about me, is that this is the ride you are going to get through with me. Why I decided to make this? I like hearing myself. I like talking, and I like versus like typing it out. Maybe I feel like once I type something out, it's already a little sanitized. I feel like it's already the thought has passed and the thought has been overthunk. So feeling ko like when I type something, I have to it has been reiterated na. Like I can see it in front of me. Versus when I talk or when I say something, I feel like kasi when you say something, it's just out there now. I can rewatch it, I can edit it, but I feel like even if the words aren't right, you do understand intent. You do understand where the general idea of what I was talking about was or how it was happening or what I'm trying to say essentially. Like you don't have to try too hard when you're talking because I feel like when you're talking, um uh even just the idea of what I'm talking about, whether or not you got the words, whether or not it was confusing, you got a hint of what I was talking about. See, I'm already giving you so much burden. I'm so sorry. I don't mean for that to happen. Um, I'm already giving you a challenge. We haven't even started yet. This is episode 0. We need to calm the fuck down. Okay. Anyways, so this is like my Substack. I'm not entirely sure how Substack works, but I have like subscribed to like 2 Substacks in my life ever. And I feel like it's just a journal. Is it not? It's like a compilation of your like monthly thoughts or weekly thoughts kung gaano ka man ka often mag-update ng Substack mo. Pero for me, it's like your Substack is a thought dump. It's like a photo dump, but with your thoughts. I'm so smart sometimes. Like, this is so crazy. Why? The things that come out of my head, it comes out already, and I'm just like, mind of a mastermind. Let's calm down. Let's calm down. Anyways, I feel like a good, healthy space where I can talk and I can thought dump, where I can thought dump, and it's relatively safe because at least here I can clarify myself. Here I can hear myself. Here, you are hearing me for, I don't know, 30 to 40 minutes talk about a thing or less. I don't know. We'll see. But once you like pass this like threshold of stuff, there is less to clarify. I feel like my thoughts are more concrete. My thoughts are less likely to be anong tawag dun? Parang quoted out of context. Because now, you could so easily just go back on here and be like, where did he say that? Where did you say that? And then you can check. I'm like, oh, that's the context of that. And I feel like that's why I decided to make this. Because I feel like when you're dropping thoughts in other social media, you're dropping a tweet, let's say, or you're dropping a story, there is so little space to clarify yourself. I have to expound constantly because people are obtuse. Like, I feel like people hear something and they're like, so why not ganito ganyan? And I'm like, it is ganito ganyan. I just feel like people choose to be obtuse. Alam mo yun? Like, you could ask. I feel like you could come up with something in your head where that's like, okay, how would this make more sense in the context? Or how would this make more sense in how they've talked about whatever they've talked about? But people don't. I don't know. I feel like I should give an example. This is like, for me, this is how I've been seeing or I've been interacting with social media recently. Because I've seen a lot of, I feel like it's what do they call it? It's a whataboutism, where you, for example, you make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich recipe and you share it online. Here is my peanut butter and jelly recipe. I love it so much. My grandma taught me it. It's so good. Somebody goes in the comments and goes, what if I'm allergic to peanut butter? And the thing is like, then don't make the fucking sandwich. Or if you have an idea what your peanut butter alternative is, then use the peanut butter alternative. But we have it. It's so frustrating. And it goes for like anything or for a lot of things. It doesn't have to necessarily be like I present something and somebody is like, what about me? Sometimes it's like, what about them? Or what about this? It's like, girl, form your own critical thought. Alam mo yun? Like, is it so hard to just like go up there and be like, oh, okay, now like, or add to it. Add to the conversation. Start using that brain. That's so crazy. Okay, sorry. I'm so heated. Because I feel like that's one of the reasons why I did start this. Because I feel like I do have thoughts. I do have things that I just want to like be able to get out of there in increments. But it's so hard to get anything out in increments anymore because people will take it as is and throw it around and fucking crumple it and like chew it, spit it out. And it's nothing. But at that point, once your thought is out there, your thought is not yours anymore. Because people have decided that once your thought is out there, it's already theirs. And not only theirs, it's also bad now. Alam mo yun? Like, whether or not that intent was bad or good, it's theirs. And you've crumpled, spit it out, whatever. Of course, I mean, there's exceptions to the rules. Some people out there do have stupid opinions, so I get it. I understand where people might be coming from to immediately be pessimistic or be negative about a thing. But I feel like, alam mo yun, like, it doesn't take, you know what? Maybe it does. I was gonna say it doesn't take much to have a critical thought out there, but maybe it does. You know, maybe I have been too faithful. I've been giving too much faith to people this whole time. Anyways, I feel like lang din na parang in a space like this where you're listening to me like this, it's hindi naman it's so easy. It's so much easier in a sense to get what I'm talking about without having to misconstrue it. Kasi you can hear me here 10 more minutes than you would a sentence of mine that I would tweet out there. Right. 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 And also I just feel like every single social media is dying right now. So I'm here contributing my thoughts out there. I feel like we need to all start putting out more critical thoughts and less uncritical thoughts. No more smooth braining. I think we're done with that. I feel like 2 years ago it was so cool to be like, oh, so smooth brained. Don't like to think about anything anymore. Now it should be that we're, oh my god, so smart, so cool, so critical of you. Period. And I feel like that's where we should be heading. More critical thought. The other part of me also created this um uh podcast. Is that what we're calling it? A vodcast. I don't know. I feel like not a podcast. We'll call it a podcast for now because I feel like this is the, although relatively limiting yung form, because I'm editing this, I'm chopping this up. I don't think I'm gonna be able to give this to you fully unfiltered, uncut. I mean, not. I wouldn't say all podcast. Uh, I wouldn't say all podcasts do that. I just feel like I'm not the type of person you would hear cohesively talk for like maybe 30 to 40 minutes without cuts. So I feel like this will be cut still, like a choppy YouTube video. Just so that I'm able to still like guide you through these thoughts. Maybe over time we'll get better at it. But for now, that's the format I'm deciding on. Ideally, we don't know yet. We don't know. Again, when this comes out to you, I have polished it a little. We don't know how the video has come out yet. But ideally, it has come out to you where things are slightly like sewn in together. Where you don't have to like rack your mind too much. That all my unfiltered and un unpolished, incohesive thoughts have been put out there. The other reason why I decided to make this was I watched this. I did say that I have had multiple attempts on this a few months ago, 2 months ago. It was because I rewatched this video of Dylan Mulvaney with Laverne Cox, and I was like, it's kind of. I'll make you watch it. We'll show it.
It's insane that you're like. I was on your 2023 vision board. You were. That's lovely. It's insane that you're like documenting so much of your life. Make sure you keep things for yourself. Everything cannot be for the public. They love it. Yes. They love it, but everything cannot be for them. Yes, I just did my FFS. And I know. We know.
I feel like, girl, we know. Also, just all the love to Laverne Cox and Dylan Mulvaney. Just forefront of trans women out there that are constantly getting thrown rocks at. For like whether or not they do good, they will always get thrown rocks at. So happy for them to show themselves constantly. Anyways, I was talking about na parang I have this habit of there was this thing where it's like I have to tweet every thought because every thought might be relatable. I have like in my head it was like once I put a majority of my thoughts out there, more chances of winning. Alam mo yun, like somebody out there would be like, "Oh, you're right," and then people will run with it and be like, "Oh, you're right. Let's celebrate that." And I feel like that mindset of like almost gamifying my own thoughts, where it's like a thought equals possible reward. It's so dystopian. Okay, like I don't need to be peddling my thoughts out there like it's things I need to sell. I can just have thoughts. Although, see, on the flip side, I'm doing this. Which is like, you could say it's a little hypocritical. Na parang like, she was talking about how everything couldn't be for everyone, and yet you're here. But I feel like, personally, this is a test of character. This is a test of my own belief. Na parang, yes, I can have my thoughts out there. Yes, I can have a public persona. I can be public about many things, and it doesn't have to be like everything. Like, I don't have to drain myself out to truly have thoughts out in public. Does that make sense? I feel like I'm starting to ramble again. Like I say, I feel like I'm on both sides. One side being that sometimes I can just like, let's pull the plug, close that Twitter, close that Instagram, deactivate, girl. And the other side of me is like, I have so much I could be sharing to the world that the world is not seeing it. I don't want to share that. Does that make sense? Like, parang there's a push and pull in me where, like, the other side is like, I don't have to share everything. And the other side of me is like, I can share. I could share. She could share. But yeah, I mean, I feel like now that I'm understanding that push and pull better, mind you, this was like a few months ago. This was 2 months, 3 months ago. I'm wanting to do this a while. So it's like the push and pull in me is definitely like how much of my everything do I want to share? And I feel like hold with me. Now, this is just this is testing me to know how to be able to share without giving everything. Yes, yes. I feel like a good balance of things is definitely like key to be able to do something like this. Because I do want to share to people. Life is too good not to share with anybody. Let alone like you watching this. I don't know. You want to just hear me yap. Or you just want to hear me share about stuff. And I don't want to rob the opportunity of you hearing some random person yap. Of you hearing the ebas that never ends. Wow. Roll credits. Ayan. So I feel like something about that Dylan Mulvaney and Laverne Cox video kind of rewired my brain to in my constant like extremist pulse, which is constantly going like blackout gone on social media whenever I need a break, and then coming back full force, which I feel like I am realizing now, and it's kind of insane na parang I really do need to find my good balance. And I feel like this is my good balance. You think? Don't you think? And I feel like having to be able to test myself on sharing parts of me without completely giving out everything is gonna stop me from constantly burning myself out. Yes? Yes. Anyways. This one's a shorty. This is a shorty. This is a short episode. Yes, we're calling it that because it's a podcast. Okay, here we go. We're setting ground rules now para it's not as confusing when episode 1 rolls out. This is Never Ending Ebas, where the Ebas never ends. It is a podcast with a video. And yeah, this is episode 0 of Never Ending Ebas. My name is Lilac, and this is Never Ending Ebas, where the Ebas never ends. Ah! I feel like this was not a good enough introduction, though. Okay, well, again, I really just said earlier. You'll get to know me eventually. I feel like these next episodes, ayan na ha, we're claiming it. I'm making more of these. These next episodes will definitely test how. Will not test. Who is testing what? What am I testing? No. These next few episodes will definitely like show who I am. I feel like this introduction should just be for like formality. Like this is just for you. You know what to call me. You know what channel this is. You know what the name of the podcast is, right? You know what my intentions are. I feel like yes. Well, yes. Anyways, that's all. I feel like I'm just coming down on it also. I've literally, you know how you like you get a speed replay of everything you just said. Just happened to me now, and like I don't think I can edit any of this. This is what happened the last 2 episodes, by the way. So I am committing now. Whatever comes out of this, we will put out there. This is Lilac. And this is Never Ending Ebas, but the Ebas never ends. Bye!